Hey guys, welcome back to our Miami Redhawks Dynasty, playing in the Myrtle Bowl against Texas State this week. But first, we have some important matters to discuss. We have officially fired our defensive coordinator last week, and we need to replace him. So we have a couple applicants available that we can go through. But remember, what the defensive scheme that they have is what we have to switch to. So most of these guys look like they're base 4-3. But there is a 4-2-5 defensive scheme, guys, so we could switch over there. Same with this one. I feel like the one that we really like is this Aaron Watson. Problem is he's a head coach, so we're going to have to convince him to drop down to a coordinator. But he has architect, tactician, and already has master motivator unlocked. So we're going to go ahead and make him an offer and see if he ends up signing with us. And oh gosh, we're playing this at Brooks Stadium. We're playing this on the teal turf. Oh my. I don't know if we've really played on this turf very often. But we're 8-5 against the 9-3 Texas State Bobcats. And we're going to wear the all reds because we mean business. As we are set to get underway here with this kickoff. Texas State is rated slightly higher than us, and they've been averaging a little bit more yards per game, as they do have some studs here at quarterback and running back. As they're going to be dropping back on the first play of the game, and it's knocked incomplete by Ty Wise. Jordan McLeod probably going to be an issue for us, I would imagine, in this game. So we'll see how much we can keep him contained, as they're just going to drop it off to a wide open receiver for a first down. Going no huddle is Texas State. I don't like all these no huddle teams, but it seems like they do this a lot. At least all the teams that we play anyway. Must be most of those lower ranked teams just love their no huddle, as that's going to be underneath for an 8-yard gain. And we'll go right on back to the no huddle. I think this time we try to do a little bit of a blitz. Can we send some pressure? Throwing it into the flat for the running back, and he's not going to get it. Losing yards, Ty Wise. Bringing up a 3rd down and 4. So lining out wide. Going to drop it off underneath, and it's a huge gain and a massive first down. Jordan McLeod reading the field really, really well. Definitely making it tough to keep him contained. As they're dropping back on this one again, and over the middle is just wide open right now. It is just absolutely wide open right now. I think we're going to have some sort of a bluff blitz or something, because we need to do something to get them to stop. But, geez, just running straight down that gut. 1st and 10 again. On the continued no huddle. Oh, we didn't think it was going to him. We thought it was underneath, and it's a touchdown. Oh, righty then. So, yeah, we have no answer for that offense. As Texas State going up 7-0 early. I mean, that hardly took any time off the clock at all. We really thought it was going to be that underneath route, and instead that over was just money. It's a reason why in his career Jordan McLeod's thrown for 45 touchdowns. Makes plays like that. So they'll be set to kick it off, and we will have a chance on offense. Here to start is Lionel Billip Williams. Is going to try to get a good return, and we'll get out to the 19 to start our first drive. Again, this is kind of the last game for quite a bit of players. 15 of them, in fact, starters that are seniors that will not be back after this game, including Keon Mozzie, who just got the ball there. Going with a little play action, and he goes down for a massive sack. Khan ended up scrolling right out into Khalil Alexander, pretty much effectively ending that drive. Throwing it, barely gets it off. Khalil Alexander, dang. He's kind of absolutely annihilating our right tackle right now, and we're going to have to figure out what we want to do about that, because we can't let him wreck the game. So we'll end up punting the ball away. They're going to fair catch it at the 46. Time to bring some more pressure. That might be about the only thing that we can do. Going to run the ball to the running back, who takes a shot but keeps running and gets 10 yards. Maybe we'll try to see, can we press these guys maybe? We got to do something here to be able to get them off track. Play action. Oh, wow, that was a good call there. Just missed him. That's about the only reason that wasn't a touchdown. That was a very good play call. Going with the option play. He's going to keep it himself. Takes a shot, still up on his feet and down to the 17. This is not going well, boys. Not going well. Going on the ground. Great job. Corey Suttle making a huge stop on first down, making them lose 2 yards on the option play. And they're going right back to a no huddle, running the ball out. Great awareness from the running back, taking another shot, and he's still on his feet down to 3rd and 2. Trying to pinch that line. Don't want to give them something free up the middle. And instead, he's going to be in for the touchdown. He's just too fast. Oh my gosh, he's just too fast. We might be a little outmatched here. Texas State is rated better than us, and it's showing. Really have just no answers defensively for this unit. Don't really know what to do for him. Everything's too much time. Oh, Lionel, so close for being able to take that thing crib. Back on offense, Brett Gabbert. Trying to just hand it off to our star running back who churns his way down to the 41. Great run. Keon Mozzie making a fantastic play. We really just want to feed him the rock, I guess. He's been our star, and he's going to continue to be it. Definitely going to be a sad day when he is no longer on the squad, as he is a senior, and it'll set us up 1st and 10. Little motion out to the running back there. Finding the wide open receiver up the middle, which is Reggie Virgil, who's down to the 29-yard line. Continuing to just move the chains. See, do we run right at Khalil? See what we can do here with it. And instead, good find. Good find for Keelan Mozzie. Good vision. And he's having himself a pretty nice day so far. 2nd down and 2 situation. Kenny Tracy out there now. Just runs straight into contact and picks up the first. 1st and 10 situation. Running it to Keon on the RPO. We can't get much. Bring it up a 2nd down and 13. Open guy to the tight end, and he drops it. Wow, cold iron. I'm not really sure how I feel about that drop, though. Throwing it, and it is caught. What a dime to Reggie Virgil. Apparently, it's not a dime, though, because looking at this replay, this pass was thrown right at the defender, and it gets deflected here by Crosby. Bounces off some knees and right into Reggie Virgil's hands. He just made a crazy play. So after the insane catch, it's 1st and goal. Trying to just go out here with a screen play, and just the speed is so good on this defense that we cannot outrun them, and gonna end up losing yards. End of the 1st quarter, 14-0. Getting demolished right now by Texas State, but we are driving with a chance to cut the lead down. Got to try to find a way to get Cade McDonald involved early. We're going to try to get him a touch here with the jet touch pass. And dang, he's just not fast enough. We get back to the 3. 3rd and goal. Going to try to find a quick throw. He drops it. Oh my word. Don't like the angle on that kick. I feel like we're going to have to go for it. Here we are, 4th and goal. Direct snap to the back. He's in for the touchdown. Keon Mozzie powering his way through. And we're up on the board finally. Good play call there to not go for the field goal and to try to get the touchdown. Be aggressive, and it pays off. So a 13-play, 75-yard drive for the Miami Redhawks to be able to get this back to a 7-point game. 1st and 10 opportunity, running with the running back, and dang, his acceleration is insane. I mean, we literally had people right there as soon as he got that handoff, and it did not matter. Up the middle, good hit from Ty Wise. It's a very good hit from Ty Wise. Looks like they're motioning out the running back, so it's definitely going to be some sort of a pass play. It's actually a screen pass to him, and he's going to stay up on his feet and get the first. Oh my gosh. Very good call for the offensive coordinator from Texas State. Definitely had something that we were not expecting. As he's throwing that thing deep, and it is almost caught. Caleb Tubbs barely getting the deflection in time. Or that would have been a big play. Motioning out a running back again to the quick out route and gets a few. 3rd and 6. We're going to try to bring everybody down here. We need to be aggressive enough to keep them from getting a big gain. 3rd and 6. Throwing a quick slant and a good catch. So a great catch. They're going to continue the no-huddle threat. We're going to try to go to an even more aggressive blitz package because they just are getting the ball off too fast. And there we go. He's going to be under pressure, and down he goes. Brian Ugwu and Corey Subtle coming in there clean for the sack. Probably going to audible back into another blitz package again, and that's a great find. He's got some serious speed, and he's gone for a massive touchdown. What a throw. I mean, what a throw. Texas State back up on the board, 21-7 now. This man is ripping our defense apart. Probably a big reason why we are firing our defensive coordinator. Problem is, we're not a big fan of these 4-3 defenses for the most part. Depends on the playbook. Some of them can be okay, but the one that we have here just doesn't have enough plays. So we'll go back out on offense. Keon Mozzie. Oh my lord, he almost took it house. Second down and 6. Throwing it under pressure would have maybe had a touchdown. We liked what we saw there. Instead, we'll just find the open tight end who's going to bowl his way forward and get the first down. Basically, just got to find ways to be able to get our guys the ball in space. Because right now, this Texas State defense, they are quick and they're suffocating. Keon Mozzie gets 3 yards on the run, and it's second down and 7. Running it off for Mozzie, who's going to get 2 yards on the triple option. More or less just trying to mix it up and get something here that's effective. Can we get that first? Good job, K. McDonald. He's been pretty clutch for us. Also sad that he's a senior, so we won't be having him also next season. It's a good run for 3 yards. The name of the game is kind of figuring out what they're in defensively and trying to find ways to keep the chains moving. Cade McDonald, good run forward for a first down. Just outside the 2-minute warning. Can we get the snap off first? We will. And Keon will get a few. About 2 yards on the run. But we are into enemy territory. Trying to see how we can beat it. Good throw, and he drops it. The drops are insane. The drops on this squad are insane. When Brett throws an accurate pass, we have to capitalize on it. That's a good opportunity on the aggressive blitz call, and we're going to pick up the first to Keon Mozzie. 1st and 10. Throwing it underneath, incomplete. Second down. What do we have going on here? Can we get a high ball to the end zone? It's knocked incomplete. Good coverage. So 3rd down and 10. Throwing it to the end zone. It's caught for the touchdown. Cade McDonald on the beautiful route combo keeps his feet in, and we're on the board. What a dime from Brett Gabber to be able to doctor that play up and drill it to the front pylon. Just dropping back, clean pocket, and what a throw. What a throw. That is what we needed so that we're able to bring this back to a 7-point game. We just have to make sure they don't score. It's unfortunate that it was that fast of a touchdown, but they're really doing well at driving the ball down the field, so we need to put a stop to it. Dropping it off underneath. Good little catch in bounds, and a timeout called. So they really didn't get very much for that play. 2nd down and 4. Throwing it over the middle in the slant route, and the tackle right before midfield. Clock is winding down. 1st and 10. Throwing it right at Michael Yarborough. 2nd down and 10. Throwing that one into triple coverage, and he holds on. I feel like we bring the pressure, and we try to make him make a mistake. Otherwise, we're going to give up a big play. Going under pressure, down he goes. It's a sack, and the timeout will be called by the Redhawks. Force them to have to at least punt the ball away. Corey Subtle coming up so clutch there with the sack on 3rd down, as they will just shank this thing out of bounds. It's a 20-yard punt, as it's 1st and 10 with an opportunity here. Throwing it way over, throws his receiver, and it is 2nd down now. Has him maybe with a step. Throwing it deep. It is caught, and a huge gain, and a timeout called for Miami. Javon Tracy able to beat the corner deep and secure the massive catch. 1st and 10. We have an opportunity here to throw it, and it's knocked incomplete. We just had to do a quick one And we are just going to settle for the field goal. Kick is up. It's got the angle, and it is good. Good kick from Dom to be able to bring this a little bit closer. 21-7 as we'll go to the half. Set 21-17 as we'll go to the half. All in all, we've been grinding. We have been grinding a lot to be able to catch back up in this game. Texas State definitely outmatching us here. Luckily, they have a lot of seniors, so we might not have to worry about it for too much longer. But they're no joke. They're not a team to mess with, as they came out early and quick. And we were able to slightly slow them down, not a ton, but enough to be able to bring the lead a little bit closer. But that is just a great throw over to Cade McDonald at the end of that one. That was wild. So as the kickoff is underway, it's the second half here in this bowl game. So we'll get out to about the 19-yard line to start this drive. Time of possession decently on our side, 10 minutes to 6 for the advantage in our favor as we go jet touch. Cade McDonald to the outside. He's actually got a decent amount of speed there, and he's going to get a first down run. We absolutely love to see it. We're going to go right back to the ground game. Nothing doing on that one. 2nd and 10 situation. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. We thought Reggie Virgil was going to get that free clean break. But dang, every time our receivers are just not that talented, apparently, because every time we try to throw that hard dig, it is not working out in our favor. That should be a clean break, and we should have the advantage on that 9 times out of 10. But Joshua is just eating out there, apparently. Well, this is probably a extremely crucial drive. And wow, Matt Slopek blew it up. 4-yard loss. Blew it up. Not even remote chance here. 2nd down and 14. Running it off to the running back. And why are we pushing him forward? He gets 9. Not a huge fan of what is currently happening right now. Everything's shifting around. Going to be dropping back to throw. And breaks a tackle and goes down for the sack. Just running around in the pocket. Nobody open, and a great sack. Bringing up a 4th down. And the sack from Nazir Washington will push him out of field goal range. It ends up being good defense. I'm not happy with how it started, but how it ended was great. I feel like there's the ability for Keon Mozzie to just break off some big run here. He just hasn't done it yet, as that is going nowhere. 2nd down and 10. Open drag underneath. Take your freebies. Cade McDonald making a man miss and gets the first down. 1st and 10. Oh, under pressure. Nothing doing there. Huge loss. So 2nd down. I mean, that was not ideal. Throwing it just to get rid of it. 3rd down and 21. Throwing it down the seam. He had him too, but just too low. Maybe a high pass would have done it, but we didn't want to go too high for the safety. And that is a very unfortunate play leading to a punt situation. And that's probably going to be returnable. Can we get an open field tackle? Yes. Good job, TJ Rush. All right, TJ Rush making a great play for us. So we're going to have them start at the 36-yard line. And throwing that one. Come on, man. TJ, you got to pick it. That was a gifted pick 6. Instead, just allowing him to get away with it. 2nd down. Running out there. Michael Yarbrough getting the nice tackle. Only a gain of 1. Moving the running back way out. Throwing it off to him, and he is not going to get the first. Another very good defensive stop, as we're just going to trade blows back and forth. And another punt situation, as we have Cam Perry back deep to return. Breaks a tackle, but it only gets to the 26. So back to 1st and 10. Going to have the keeper himself trying to stiff arm a defender, and that one really didn't go anywhere. All right, 2nd down and 10. Going to throw it, and yep, just not enough arm strength. The arm strength is definitely a problem. He just can't get it downfield far enough, because he definitely had an opportunity. Wow, good blocking, guys. as it's going to be a 4th down yet again. Just getting stifled over and over again right now. Who will break the streak? Good punt. There we go. Bouncing out of the 27, trying to just win the field position battle right now. 1st and 10. Throwing it. Wow, what a dot. Right past a diving Matt Slopak. That's just wild that he actually can throw that and deliver it on time and on target like that. And down he goes, 9 yards on the quick throw. Just need to have about 75 men in coverage if we want to have a chance here. Wow, what a shifty move. Gets leveled by Eli Blakey, but they are just moving the ball at will right now. Can we stay in front of him? Doesn't seem very likely. Throwing that one, it was just a bad throw. He had him, though. 2nd down and 10. Play action fake. Throwing it. Oh, my gosh. Michael Yarborough almost had a pick. If we would have been able to have that pick, that would have been so clutch. Throwing it right down the seam for a touchdown. Michael Yarborough. Bro, you had so many good plays in a row. And then give up a touchdown on 3rd down? That's, I don't know if it's quite the backbreaker, but it feels like it. So 28-17, we need a touchdown, and we need a touchdown fast. 1st and 10, dropping back. Scrolling out of the pocket, throwing it, and it's almost intercepted. Not a good read there. Try to just get him out of it. As instead, Keon Mosley's going to get the carry, gets a 1st down. Really, really good play from Keon Mosley getting the 1st down, keeping the chains moving. Cade McDonald gets kind of sucked into the blocker, gets 2. As at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's an 11-point deficit for the Redhawks. Can they come back in this game to win our bowl game? 2nd down and 8. Dropping back. Open guy. Javon Tracy over the top in a huge play. If he wouldn't have been underthrown, it would have been a touchdown. Javon Tracy blows by the corner, and it's a huge play. I don't know why Brett Gabbert's being shown here. This was not Brett Gabbert. Look at this ugly duck that was thrown. 1st and 10. Scrambling out of the pocket. Throwing it back. Shoulder. Wow, what a coverage move from that safety, though. Dang. I almost feel like he made the cut move before a receiver did. I thought that was going to be clean, great play. Keon, you got to go to the other side of him, man. 3rd down and 8. Throwing it deep, and it's not a great throw. No animation, but it's fine. We just need to be safe and at least get a field goal out of it. So the kick is up, and it is good. So we'll draw a little bit closer. Did need at least a field goal out of it, making it an 8-point game now. Just would have loved to get a touchdown instead of the field goal first. A lot harder to end it on a touchdown than end it on a field goal. And here we are. Throwing it right at him. Rayon Strader gets the interception. He's got one man to beat. It's the QB who gets the tackle. But oh my lord, Rayon Strader with a huge stop. The first mistake he's done so far for Jordan McLeod. Big mistake on the blitz to just throw that thing right at Rayon Strader. This is why he's CB1. Making big plays like that when we need it. So 1st and goal. Running up the middle. Gets a couple yards to 2 yards away. 2 yards away. We don't want to go aggressively no huddle or run clock right now because we don't know what the rest is going to hold yet. As we'll get in for the touchdown. And we are so much closer. Preston Daniel getting the score as we are 2 points away. Gets the direct snap up the middle. 2-point conversion is good, and this game is tied. The game is tied at 28-all with just 6 minutes left. Are we able to claw our way all the way back? There we are on the run play. What a run. That's incredible. Gonna have to go back to man coverage again. Can we do something to throw these guys off? They have just been really clicking for most of the game, except for just that one part that when they threw the pick. Here we are, 2nd and 6. Throwing it over the middle, caught but short. Eli Blakey, good tackle. 3rd and 3. Quick find. He catches it and makes the 1st down. That is not ideal. Running up the middle now. What a find and what a run as he's going to get down to the 24. I mean, there is nothing we can do against this guy right now. He is significantly on another level. Jordan McLeod is crazy good. Right at the guy we put in coverage. No! Brian Ugwu could have... Oh, Brian Ugwu, my man. Would have been such a clutch play. Second and goal. Throwing it right at him, and Rayon Strader making another play. Rayon Strader with his second interception of the game. And with only 4.5 minutes left, it puts us in a position for a 4-minute drill game winner. We don't want to get too ahead of ourselves because we actually still have to move the ball down the field. But Rayon Strader's giving us a chance. Single-handedly taking over in this game. Well, we have 4.5 minutes to drive, 87 yards down the field. Cade McDonald. Opportunity, good play, gets 3 out of it. Thought we were going to lose yards for a minute there. Definitely thought we might lose yards for a hot second. Throwing a quick throw out to the receiver, and the line was going to get some yards, but short of the first. Third down. Throwing it. Oh, we had him, but not in time. Dang. Question is, do we go for it? I don't think we can. Not on our own 22. You gift them the touchdown, or at least the lead if you don't get it. So you have to kick it away, but it sucks because you almost feel like momentum changes a lot in a situation like that. Going to run the ball off to their star running back, who's still on his feet, and down he goes. 13 rushes for 100 yards. Holy smokes. I mean, we weren't expecting that, first off. Definitely were expecting a pass. I hate this. We just reset. Thank you. Throwing it, and he drops it. Good hit from Matt Slopek. Time to go back to our double bracket defense. Open field tackle, Eli Blakey. Huge, huge play. Absolutely massive play, actually. It's his 3rd and 7 now. Throwing it on the screen play. Ow, and knocked out of bounds. 4th down. It's a field goal situation. We got to go safe, man, field goal here, because we don't want to get hit with a penalty. It would pretty much effectively end it immediately. They drill it. Oh, no. In the Myrtle Bowl, under pressure. Tie game, 3 minutes left. Oh, my Lord. They barely made that. Well, I guess would have been potentially the same results had we have actually tried to go for that 4th down and not made it. But then again, they could have had a touchdown out of it. So we'll take the 3 points. 1st and 10 situation. Running with the court. Somebody get it back. Oh my gosh, we're so lucky that we got it back. 2nd down and 15 now. Throwing it. Oh, he underthrew him, but Cade McDonald comes back and makes a great play out of it. Oh my. Not what we wanted to happen because he got drilled. Our QB got absolutely annihilated from that. Has a guy beat. Deep. And he underthrows Reggie Virgil for the game-winning touchdown. Oh, I'm sick. Had the game-winning touchdown and he underthrows him. Back to the screenplay. Keon Mozzie, just get the first. We will get it into the 2-minute. 1st and 10. Throwing that one, it is caught for a 1st down. Reggie Virgil, good catch. Gonna say he doesn't normally make those plays like that. But he held on to that one that time. That's all you can ask for. Throwing it. Caught. Good play. Reggie Virgil down to the 12. Problem is Keon Mozzie's so tired that we have to take him out. We're going to put in Kenny Tracy instead. Motion a guy over. Give him an opportunity to run. Nothing really there. Can't go too aggressive here because we don't have a ton of time left. 2nd down now. Throwing it on the screenplay. Gets a blocker out in front. Trying to get up there. We'll call a timeout. We have a couple shots at the end zone. We'll take a fullback dive first. And he's going to get pushed into the end zone. Not exactly what we wanted, but we'll take it as we came all the way back to take the lead. And now, extra point away from making this a touchdown game. Preston Daniel with his second touchdown. Good push. As we're going to get in. Extra point is up, and it is good. And in this bowl game, we have come all the way back. There's still 31 seconds left for potential heartbreak, so we are still on the edge of our seat here. Boys, there is still more game to play. Don't give up yet. As here we are. 1st and 10 situation. Outbreaking route. First down. Good throw. That is not what we wanted to do to start out there. Throwing a great open throw, and it's a massive gain, and he's already in the basically red zone. We have practically no answer for this. Whatever they do, it's free. That is the toughest spot. Good underneath. They're going to call a timeout, though. 2nd down and 4. Gonna see what he has underneath. Just doesn't do much. Another timeout called. That's their last one. And here we go. All the marbles. Throwing it out of the back of the end zone. We're gonna have one more play. It's 4th down. It's 4th down, boys. Here we go. All the marbles. Scrambling around in the pocket. It's gonna be a strip sack. And it's a game-ending strip sack as he was under pressure and gets hit on the run, and Miami University is going to knock off Texas State to win their bowl game. TJ Rush. Is he the one who forced it, or is he the one who picked it up? Because he was under some pressure, and I guess we're not going to know. But let's go, guys. Jeez, I was not expecting that. But the Myrtle Beach Bowl is officially a Redhawk win. Rayon Strader absolutely is player of the game. 2 interceptions, both in extremely clutch moments. That was the only reason that we even had a chance in this game, was because we have Rayon Strader in red. Because we should not have won that game. They definitely had the better team. We just, in the end, outplayed them. They had more yards than us. We just ended up scoring 18 points in the 4th quarter to win the game. Brett Gabbert, 21 for 39, 304, a touchdown and an interception. Jordan McLeod was pretty legendary, though. Had 331 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's just the 2 picks. That was really the big difference maker. Keelan Mozzie had 16 rushes for 70 yards. We just couldn't get enough of a chance to be able to run with him that much. We didn't have a lead very well, and we were behind for most of the game, so it kind of fell out of our game plan. But he did end up getting a touchdown in his last game as a Red Hawk. Cade McDonald goes out with a bang. 7 catches, 90 yards, and a touchdown. One of them was a clutch play as his final game. Reggie Virgil, 5 for 82. Javon Tracy had 2 for 87 with a huge 47-yard gain. If we weren't underthrown, would have been a touchdown, as he's got a promising future as he's just a sophomore. Defensively, Eli Blakey, 9 tackles. Michael Yarborough with 8 of them. 3 TFLs for Corey Suttle. Multiple sacks. TJ Rush had 1. Nazir Washington, Matt Slowpak, Corey Suttle, Kobe Hilton, and Brian Ugwu both shared a sack. 2 interceptions from Rayon Strader, absolutely player of the game. His future is bright as a true sophomore. As, yeah, I guess that sack was a TJ Rush sack, strip, and recovery. The trifecta to end the game. TJ Rush. What a dog. But boys, there we go. The Myrtle Beach Bowl winner is your Miami Redhawks. Well, the only thing left to do now is look at the dev of the few players that we have signed so far. So George Estes, that gem improviser quarterback, he looked like he was going to be pretty solid. His throw power was a little bit low, but he ends up being an impact development player. So there we go. He at least has some potential. We'll see how he develops. Eric Fenix. All we really knew about him is he potentially has some good speed, but he is a star, deep threat, 4-star receiver. Walter So, we saw 95 speed and gold road dog and said absolutely. And it was the right decision because he's an elite dev prospect for a 4-star corner. Nick Nunes, he was the agile center. He's a 4-star and he has 2nd level, so we immediately wanted to get him on the squad. He's an impact development player. Jalil Reshad, free safety run support guy, 90 speed, ends up being star dev. He is also one of the gold fan favorite players. Tony Purdom, the 4-star receiver, the physical phenomenon, as he's an elite dev with 94 speed. Alani Ursua, he's the athlete, agile guy. We didn't even end up scouting him just because we figured we might be able to get him one over, and we did. He's an impact development. Zach Scoble, we did not end up to fully scout him. We saw he had platinum D-line rally, which is nice. And he's got okay speed and acceleration for a D tackle with decent power moves. So we wanted him on the squad. He's a normal dev, so we'll have to see how he ends up developing, but that is a little bit unfortunate. Otherwise, some of the guys that we're still going after, Tyler Toledo, we have a decent lead on. He's that quarterback with 90 speed, 95 throw power. We really like that combination. So we'd like to add him to the squad as well. Found a linebacker that's a 3-star gem with 90 speed. Then we found a couple offensive lineman gems. And then the rest are just kind of sitting on the board at this point and just kind of getting passive interest on the scholarship. But we do end up getting a chance now to look at Raphael Ramsey because he officially did sign with Georgia, and he's a normal dev. So in the end, it kind of worked out that he's normal dev. Unfortunately, we didn't get the 5-star, but it doesn't hurt as bad because he doesn't have development. So now we can actually remove him from the board, and it's time to get the rest of the season over so we can go to the transfer portal. So we advance to the next week, and Aaron Watson did accept the offer, so he will be our defensive coordinator to start next season. Keeping in touch with what is going on in the college football playoff as we're heading into the semifinals now. Looks like NC State's been kind of on a tear. They knocked out 2 of the lower seeded guys with App State and Arizona State. Florida came in hot with a win over Utah, but ended up losing to Oregon, who will then play NC State here in the semifinal. Ohio State looks like they demolished Minnesota and then beat Miami pretty soundly, as they're going to be taking on Georgia, who got the bye in the first week and then barely squeaked out a win against Clemson. And they'll match up in the Orange Bowl. So it looks like Oregon beats NC State and Ohio State knocks out Georgia. So it's going to be an Oregon-Ohio State matchup in the national championship game, as this is a good time to actually look at all of the end of season stats for our squad. Brett Gabbard, 3,200 yards. He had 18 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Definitely cleaned up his act significantly towards the second half of the season because it was looking bad at first. And we were having to start Henry Hessen for a handful of games, as he didn't do terrible, but his touchdown interception wasn't it either. Keon Mawsey, though, really, really nice for us. Ended with 1,244 yards and 17 touchdowns. He even had 8 broken tackles, averaging about almost 90 yards per game. And Kenny Tracy coming in every once in a while as a change of pace. He did pretty solid there with almost 200 yards. Cade McDonald, in his senior season, had 79 receptions for 1,068 yards and 6 touchdowns. Javon Tracy, half the catches and almost all those yards, had 941 and led the team with 7 touchdowns. Reggie Virgil, we thought he was going to be the guy, kind of fell off a little bit there towards the end. Ended up still having 40 catches and 544 yards. All these guys pretty much just having 1 touchdown down here. Jack Coldiron, he also kind of started off being like potentially one of the primary targets, then ended kind of falling off with only 416 yards. Defensively, Eli Blakey won the tackling lead by a massive amount. He had 20 more than the next guy, which was Matt Slopek with 81. TFLs, though, Corey Suttle had 20 of them, which is very solid. Matt Slopek, 17, tied with Brian Ugwu. Leader in sacks was Brian Ugwu with 8.5, 7.5 for Corey Suttle. Even Michael Yarbrough in their 3rd place with 5. That's kind of incredible. Plus, he had 15 TFLs, 76 tackles. This guy was everywhere. He ended up having 3 interceptions, 7 pass deflections. This guy was insane. For a redshirt freshman, that's really good. Caleb Tubbs ended up leading the team with 4 interceptions. Randall Schrader with that 2 interception game this week got him up to 3rd, tied him with Michael Yarbrough, as Dom did okay. 14 for 18, 77%, but got all the extra points. As it looks like the national championship winner is the Ohio State Buckeyes. They actually won 31-28 over Oregon. Tez Johnson tried his best, having 4 catches for 132 yards and an 80-yard touchdown. Just wasn't enough to take out Ohio State. But guys, that is going to end it for this episode. Next episode, we'll go over the offseason, see who's leaving, see who's coming on to the squad, and how we've progressed through the offseason to get us geared up and ready for Season 2. Hope you guys are pumped for it, because I definitely am. But I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, why don't you check out one of these videos.